This is Misfortune Radio with New York Times best-selling author and your host, Doug Andrew.
Well, before the break, I was talking about a meeting I had several years ago with 3 finance professors at a university, and they were telling me why they taught all of their students at the university to take out a 15-year amortized mortgage when they bought their home instead of a 30-year amortized mortgage. And I said, well, gentlemen, why do you do that? And they said, well, duh. Maybe they said Doug, I don't know. But hey, listen, if you just bite the bullet and pay a little bit higher principal and interest payment, it'll be a little bit higher payment, but in 15 years, you'll have your house paid off, you'll save a grundle of interest, and then you start socking away the difference from that point forward, and you'll end up better off. And I said, well, gentlemen, have you ever taken the differential between a 30-year amortized mortgage payment and a 15-year amortized mortgage payment, plus the tax savings that you will achieve during the first 15 years of a 30-year amortized mortgage, and put that aside in a conservative side fund with some systematic system, okay? A system so that you make sure you do that. They said, no, we've never done that. And I said, well, let me show you right now. And I crunched a few numbers on my calculator in front of them, and they were absolutely flabbergasted because in 13 and a half years, a year and a half sooner, there was enough money in the conservative side fund to totally pay off the 30-year mortgage using $25,000 of Uncle Sam's money instead of their own money. Or another way to look at it is at the end of the same 15-year period, for the same dollars to pay off a 15-year mortgage, you would have paid off a 30-year mortgage and had $25,000 left over. So I call that the $25,000 mistake being made by millions of Americans. It was actually the title of the first chapter in my original book, Missed Fortune, because of the fortunes people miss out on because they simply don't know what they don't know. Do you know, folks, that was on a $150,000 mortgage. If you've got a $300,000 15-year mortgage, you're making a $50,000 mistake and you don't even know you're doing it. If you have a $600,000 15-year mortgage, trying to get out of debt that way, you're making a $100,000 mistake. You could be $100,000 better off not doing it that way. But I keep a side fund where I put my serious cash for liquidity in case I get unemployed or I have an emergency. Otherwise, you've got to borrow the money back and qualify from the mortgage company. Okay? I want safety of principal in case my house goes down temporarily in value, like maybe many of you saw in the last year or two in Southern California in particular, or Florida. Even though my house went down in value, I didn't lose any of my equity because I never put it in the house in the first place.
This is Misfortune Radio with Doug Andrew.